Good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is your girl, the Empowerment Maven, and I am checking in tonight with the Women of Success panel. We are here with the, of course, Reclaiming Your Power Mindset, Money, and Mastery. And I am here tonight with a few of the ladies ready to break it down for you. So, on this special episode of Boss Talk with Empowerment Maven, we're going to sit down with three of the panelists. Go ahead and grab your ticket in the events section. As soon as you scroll on down that page, you're going to see it is this Saturday. You can tune in virtually or you can come out and meet me in person here in Baltimore, Maryland. I am looking forward to it, guys. So tonight, checking in, I'm actually going to start with Miss Angelica because I have not had the pleasure of having her on Boss Talk with Empower Maven. So I am so excited just to tap into her. So tonight, I would like you to come on out and tell us about yourself.
Okay, perfect. Hello again, everyone. My name is Angelica Coleman. I'm a native of Memphis, Tennessee. Live in South Haven, Mississippi, right away. Yes, yes, yes. I've been in entrepreneurship for
Yes.
I've been in entrepreneurship for like 10 years. I did for a year and a half, went full entrepreneurship, but I didn't feel that I was ready. So I did jump back in the workforce. However, I am looking forward to the day where I'm full entrepreneurship. I still do have a 9 to 5. I'm a mother of two, have a fur baby and a plant mom, of course. I'm a notary and a loan signing agent, as well as an auto broker, a previous freight broker. Haven't got back into that, but I do plan on jumping back in when I become a full time entrepreneur again. I have to, of course, work a couple things out, give me a strong team, work a couple things out personally, give me a strong team. But I do enjoy sharing my gifts, let my voice be heard and sharing my gifts with the world, with people, speaking, just helping people is my love language. So I'm super excited about being a panelist on of this podcast as well as this Saturday.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are excited to have you. And let me tell you something. And that suit, baby, yes, you are fire. Like that's my favorite little she don't beat
Thank
me out
you.
because they don't call me the lady in the pink suit now. I said, oh, she on fire fashionista.
I try, I try.
I love it. I love it. And of course, Miss Lauren Brown, hailing all the way from Memphis.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. And Miss Angelica, so nice to meet you. I am
Same.
originally from Chicago, but moved here after retirement to Memphis, Tennessee to be
Whoop,
closer
whoop.
to my daughter and son in law and four wonderful grandchildren. I have been an entrepreneur off and
Yeah.
on throughout my life, starting in second grade when our teachers from inner city Chicago took us to Canada for 4 days, and I had to raise
Oh
my share
wow.
of the trip money. So I sold cupcakes and lemonade and did chores to raise. And I knew two things about myself then. One is I wanted to travel, which I have done extensive traveling throughout the world. And I wanted to have my own business and really help with the entrepreneurial spirit in others. So I am also super excited. I am going to share how to protect the assets in your business. And so I look
Hmm.
forward to that. I look forward to all of the awesome, not only stories, but actual great nuggets that we're going to share with each other on
Yes, yes,
Saturday.
yes,
So, welcome,
definitely.
welcome, ladies. I'm so excited, so excited.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yes, yes. I am so excited to have you. And let me tell you something. I just recently had her on the show, and the nuggets she was even dropping on the show, I was
Hmm.
like,
Hmm. I watched it. Yeah.
let me
Thank
go ahead
you.
and write this down. I'm gonna have to hire Miss Lauren. Okay, wait a minute. Now she has an extensive background, and my
Hmm.
absolute favorite part about it is actually I wanted to be a lawyer growing up, but
Mm-hmm.
God
Oh.
had other plans for me. So when
Mhm.
she said, that was in her background, I was like, I see you, I see you, I see you, see me, see you, I see you.
Mhm. My mother was
Yes,
in
yes.
her
So
high
she is very,
school. Her high school, when they say most likely to do something or other when you're high school graduate, for my mother, it was that she
yeah,
would be a lawyer because she loved to argue and those things. But she did not. She did not pursue law, but her daughter did. So it was
Mm-hmm.
really
That's right.
partly a
okay,
tribute to
okay,
her. Hmm.
okay. Okay, well, that is amazing. And since we are still welcoming everyone, we have Miss Coach Ann. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, I am excited to meet you as well. So I know Miss Kiana is on her way home, so I will let you come in, Miss Coach Annie, and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit more about you, and then we'll introduce Miss Kiana, and then we'll get down. So, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I am Coach Annie. I am so happy to be with y'all. I just got home too from work, so I was definitely rushing. But I'm super excited to be with y'all. It is something amazing about when women come together. So this for
Mm-hmm.
me is very important. So I'm glad to be here. Um, I am an author, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm still working. So I'm doing a whole bunch of things, but I'm excited to talk about this.
Yes, yes, yes. And I absolutely appreciate, you making the time and the space for us because we are women, right? We are always wearing multiple hats. We are always moving, having to do everything for everyone. And that's no shade to men. That's no shade to anyone else. It is simply saying we were given the gift of being able to multitask and handle massive loads at one time and still get up and smile the next day like nothing happened. So, I appreciate you making the time and joining us and, joining this space. So I know Miss Kiana, you got home, you safe. That's how dedicated this woman is, y'all. So don't judge her like she moving around as we know we live in the internet age. Don't judge my boo. She out here working and making her grind too and still made time for us. So I feel honored and blessed that she is even taking the opportunity to do so. Lights, camera, action. We are ready for you, Mr. Bill. I think you are muted.
It's my turn.
Uh-oh. Yes,
Hey,
ma'am.
hey, how y'all doing? I hope everybody is always great. But like I like to say, I hope you're in your right spirit, because if you're in your right spirit, you're in your right mindset. I am Kiana Turner, self-actualization influencer, coach, author, mental health advocate, and as of right now I am handcrafting my own crochet blankets. I just sold my first one. Hello. And I'm super excited about that because that's one ain't even done. She just like, I'm going to pay for it, Key, because I like what you just did. And I want my little Chanel soft fur blanket. I also teach people how to say yes to yourself, because we could have better relationships if we had the best relationship with ourselves. Self love is mandatory and it's vital for you to function. It's the compassion that you have to give to yourself so that you can see yourself. And if you can't see yourself, you can't work in your gift. And you can't be an entrepreneur and take ownership and responsibility of who you are and stand on that truth. That's what I teach you. But I also involve myself in being very compassionate to others, of understanding that we weren't taught that, but we can give each other that value that they need to value themselves. I've been an entrepreneur for like basically like Miss Lauren said all your life, but you didn't know it. So like I told Miss Leslie, I walked in my purpose on purpose because I was in network marketing. Shout out to paparazzi because I created my own business card, and that's how I became Say Yes to You LLC, where we now have an online store, officially have Speak to My Heart website, which I am the CEO, owner, and operator of. I just got a co-host, but Speak to My Heart is the platform where we can go in and embrace our own truth, stand in our own truth, and enlighten others to become their truest selves on purpose, intentionally. And that's what I do. Welcome.
Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. And one thing I definitely want to point out is the theme that you see five ladies sitting here that do similar things, and they are still sitting next to each other in the building. And they are willing to help and encourage and lift each other up versus being competitive and, you know, a little mean spirited, mean girl is just we like to call it these days. So I love when women get together, and that's the whole point of my business, to bring us women together, because when we are together, we can move mountains. There's nothing that can stop one woman. But you put two of them together, you put five together, you put 10 together, you put 100 together, baby. You better watch out. You got some trouble on your hands. They on you. So I love it.
Listen.
I love it. Thank you.
Leslie, Leslie, I don't have to move the mountain. All I got to do is walk by faith and not by sight. I walk through, from, and around anything that's in my way because God didn't tell me to do nothing or move nothing. He said, your faith moves the mountain. You need to walk. Hello? Baby, when we walk together,
Amen.
it's thunder. It's thunder because all that wisdom coming from us, all that lightning and fire from us. Baby, five of us, that means grace, and it's 2025. Welcome to the new year of empowerment mayhem. Telling you,
Yes. You see why she's speaking? Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Every time I talk to this lady, it's like a sermon. It's like, whoo, should I just be like, whoo? Because I don't know what it is. God, when it is, God sends her to speak to the spirit when it's needed. I'll just put it to you like that. So, listen, again, I am blessed and honored to have you, ladies. Thank you so much for believing in my vision and joining me and allowing me to tap into your expertise. So, thank you again very much for joining me. And I look forward to just hearing how powerful you ladies are on Saturday. I have little goosebumps a little bit. Like, I'm so excited. So, anyway, I promised I wasn't going to hold y'all long because I would talk y'all head off. My report card definitely read talkative in school. So, tell me, each one of you guys, because I'm thanking you for joining, but what made you guys join? What made you decide to say yes? And we're going to start with Miss Coach Annie and circle around.
Why did I know you were coming this way? um, it's simple. I think that we hear people who are talk, and we always say, "Hey, we'll support you," and we don't do it. And for me, it was like, "Hey, I saw someone who I did not know going out there trying her best to put out a positive message." So for me, it felt like an obligation. Like, okay, yes, and not just be about it, not just talk, not just make things up, not just say the cliche things and post the cliche thing, but actually show up
Right.
and stay to that.
Right.
Even with a busy life, for me, I felt like when I read what you were about and read what you were trying to do, it was a
Mhm.
no-brainer for me. It was like, yes, let's get on this, let's do this together. And for me, it didn't matter where you were in the journey. That for me wasn't the importance. It was more so what are your values? What are the things that are important to you?
Mhm.
What do I see that
Yes.
you cared about? And I felt that the things that you cared about was things that I cared about. So that's why I said yes.
Yeah. I love it. And I love that you see that. You know, I mean, I joke a lot, y'all. I'm so goofy, y'all. But I'm serious because you don't really know how the world is going to see you. Well, I say this, and people are like, they always get on me when I say this, but it's not in a negative aspect, but it is really like I'm nobody. Nobody knows my name. Who am I? I'm not Beyonce. You know what I mean? I'm definitely somebody. I'm greatness. But to the world,
Mhm.
I'm no they don't know who I am. So why should I believe that you're going to do anything, especially in the age of you got catfish, you just got some sneaky people out here to do a lot of stuff. I mean, we can name a list of things, but I funny story. When I had to reschedule, I was like, these people gonna think I'm a scam artist. I was like, and I had to go to God about that because
Mhm.
I was stressing out, but I had a vision. And it was something that he called because I could tell you all day, every day. I don't understand why he wants me to get out here, but God takes people that you don't think should be in places and uses them all the time. So now I have accepted my assignment. I have to do it. And the vision wasn't aligned at that time. And some people just didn't belong in that moment. So I appreciate you ladies for sticking in. I appreciate you for believing in me, seeing my vision, and like, real recognized real as they say. I can't think of nothing else better to say than that. So I appreciate that. I'm not gonna keep
I'll
talking
tell
too
you
much.
this. I'll tell you this. His bill, his will, his bill. So don't worry about it. Keep pushing. Don't worry
Mhm.
about how many people show up. It's whoever's good. There's going to be somebody that's impacted because of this,
Exactly.
because he's been
Mhm.
obedient. So his bill,
Yeah.
his bill, and just keep going and keep using that, even in those moments where you feel like, I don't know if I can go through with it.
Yes. Yes. And I love that message. And honestly, it needs to be stamped on everybody's bedroom door, on their car, on the mirror, like on their phone, because that's what we keep in our hands 24/7, or some of us, because I about, oh, and nobody liked my post. It doesn't mean that somebody didn't see my post, because then people would inbox me and be like, I saw you posted such and such. Tell me more about that. And how did you do that? So I had to stop worrying about the likes or how many people were in the building. So I appreciate you saying that, because it just reaffirms that, you know what, you on the right path, girl. Just keep on pushing. Just keep on pushing. So yes, ma'am. Miss Angelica.
Okay, I think I would have to say the reason why I chose to. I apologize. My dog would not be quiet. I'm not sure. No, 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 no. I apologize.
It's okay.
I would have to say the reason why I chose to go forward, invest in my. I believe in investing in myself. I believe you can make nothing out of something. Not saying that it was nothing, but again, like everyone else spoke, I saw a woman that I absolutely did not know had a social media platform and that was trying to bring women together. I know what women can do together. I know, you could be great. You can have everything could be aligned, but it take a team to make things happen. You can't be everywhere all the time doing everything. So just like a like-minded group of women, no matter, like you said, if it's one, two, three, or four of us, we're gonna drop gems. It's the reason, it's a purpose, it's a reason. And even though I was really promoting it, like, hey, come, I'm gonna keep, this is like my third speaking engagement. I have been speaking, this is my second one speaking virtually. I spoke
Okay.
to some students as well as about entrepreneurship virtually from one of my college professors. I know, right?
I
So
love
I would
it.
say, I'm just so glad that you didn't give up. I know you had to make some adjustments even now with the building, but I'm just so glad that you didn't give up because that's letting the devil win. It's a purpose behind this, it's alignment, and I just feel like I was like, oh, we have to reschedule, but it's some things that happen even in my life between December and now. So like I said, when I promoted on my page, I got a story to tell. So it's some things that I know now that I didn't know. So I feel like everything is just aligning the way that it should be. Just make the noise. Like
Yes. Yeah.
everybody's Amazon, Google, everybody started in the garage somewhere with just a little bit of faith and it can take you far. You don't know how big this could get, what type of audience each panelist have. So you just have to always stay positive and just keep going. So I just
Absolutely.
want to invest in myself. So that's why I chose to keep going and keep being a panelist no matter what.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I'm glad that you said it is investing in yourself. I
Mhm.
honestly got started in speaking just on on podcasts. And actually radio. And you'll hear me I always say my secular audience because there is a difference. I do have two different audience for sure.
Mhm.
And I struggled with that a lot, entrepreneurship, because I do have two different audiences, but I reach a vast amount of people. And I think that's why God chose me, because I can reach corporate America and I can reach the hood too. And
Mhm.
anyway, with that being said, it's just it's been a blessing and I appreciate it. And I got started speaking on little shows, just being authentic. And then the more I started to think, the more I started to trip myself up, because I was like, well, who gonna
Mhm.
talk? Who gonna listen to me? Well, who am I to say this? Who is gonna listen to me? But I'm the one stopping me. Nobody else. And that's why imposter syndrome is like one of my favorite things. Talk about that on Saturday because it's not in alignment. But I really want y'all to get out of that imposter syndrome. You belong in any room God puts you in. Any room God puts you in, because He already put the resources aside for you. Whatever He declared you to do. And I always say, like Miss Angelica said, I'm gonna tell my testimony. And when I break it down, you're gonna really understand the passion behind what I do and why I do it. But nothing is going to go right in your life until you do what God called you to do. And I'm living proof of it.
That's right. Mhm.
Living proof. But Miss Lauren, please tell us what made you
Yes.
decide to join the Women of Class?
Well, I saw a posting that you did, and I also went to your website, and there were a few other ladies who have worked and participated with you who I was just getting to know on a national level. And so I saw those words, empowerment maven, and I thought, yeah. And similar to what both Angelica and Coach said, when you are given an assignment and you're not obedient, there are consequences. And so I say that I'm on a mission with a message, and I understand that. And I saw the Empowerment Mavens Summit and just the dynamic women and you, Miss Lady. And I said, you know what? He wants me to not only share what I have, but also to learn. I always describe myself as a lifelong learner, even before that term was put out there in the atmosphere. I was always curious. I was always asking questions because I wanted to know more. I wanted to learn more. And so this was an opportunity to not only, again, bring some nuggets to the event, but also to learn from the event. And so I appreciate the opportunity to be in this space with dynamic women. And also, we are the models for the right now generation and future generations. And I'm real
Yes.
concerned about us turning over the reins and whether they are ready to accept that responsibility, these
Yes,
other
ma'am.
generations. And so I know I have a responsibility to contribute what I can to make sure that we're turning over reins that are great, but more to the point, we're turning over to generations that are ready to accept them and accept the responsibility and continue it on. And I do agree, when two or more are gathered in his name and be dynamic women at that, it's going to be powerful. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'll tell you, I really appreciate you because you are very well accomplished. So I appreciate you wanting to join in and give your tidbits and learn as well. When I tell I'm so excited to listen to y'all on Saturday. I'm having my notepad right now, my little notes. Yes, baby, because I'm always learning. And if your coach tells you that they don't learn from someone else, then you got the wrong coach, baby. Go get through somebody else that's still learning, because that person just gonna take your money and you still gonna be searching. But anywho, off my soapbox. Miss Kiana.
Yes.
Miss Say Yes. Because
Just
that is
like
your message.
fire. I'm over here like this. Just like fire. Shut up in my bones. Holy Ghost fire. Shut up in my bones. See, that's what happens when women get together. I get like that right there. I get excited. The reason is because of your honesty. I asked you a question. Is this real? You inboxed me. Yes, yes, and a whole bunch of other things, and sent me some links and made sure that I got everything that I needed. Because when I asked, is this real? I know how I speak and I know what I do.
Mm-hmm.
None of my stuff is scripted. None of my audience members, guests that be on my show, none of thing is scripted. It is exactly what Angelica said was alignment.
Yeah.
And exactly what my other two sisters over there dealing with assignment. I
Yeah.
do what I do because it is an assignment. It is me. I am the purpose. I am the assignment. I am the tree and the plant. I am the universe and the ocean, baby. I speak high and wide. So at the end of the day, when you said yes to yourself, your soul said yes to me, and I said yes to you because you was real, authentic, truthful, honesty. Most importantly, you heard me, you seen me, you valued me, and we received each other.
Yes. Yes. Very
Every
much.
all women don't do that, Leslie. All women don't receive and hear and value each other.
Yeah.
And I understand when you're saying circular
Absolutely.
because my platform is with circular people. But I just look at it as an individual who has a story that can empower somebody else so that they can see their light and walk in that true light, which is your gift, which is you. And as long as you continue to unwrap and unfold, Leslie, don't care about others' opinion because I ain't responsible for your feelings. I'm only responsible for mine. I ain't responsible for how you see over there, how you perceive things. I took the gears and I learned how to sit in the seat and trust God. So they say I can lean not to my own understanding. I mean, I can rest and relax and I can see what I need to do in the vision. That's what I saw. That's why I said yes. Oh, most importantly, the fact that you acknowledge all of your ways so that He can do what? Direct us where we at right now. It's purpose driven because we are purpose and we driven ourselves into where we're supposed to be, walking into our destiny. Two snaps and some more because I love you, sis, because we align together. That's why I said you my sister.
Yes. It's always a sermon when she talk. I tell you, you just the little blood just get warm. In here.
I
So
know who I
ladies.
am without a title. I know who I am,
Yeah.
knowing who you are. I know who I am without you giving me a title because it's inside of me. What's within me, you didn't give me. You didn't create in me. God gave that to me. So let me go sit myself down and learn from some other women so I can continue to craft my divine energy and walk with my goddess energy, who I am. Hello.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I'm not even I was going to ask for a taste. I'm going to come back to you because I think the people was like, whoo, whoo, whoo. So, ladies, tell us a little bit about what you'll be speaking about on Saturday and what you are most excited about seeing or experiencing. And I'm going to start with Miss Lauren.
Wow. I felt like I was in church again. Not just in
Yes.
church, but speaking to the Spirit. And the
Yes.
Spirit is really what guides us and protects us and supports us. So on Saturday, what I thought I would share about, remember I mentioned the mission with a message, and that is for business owners to protect the assets in their business. So your business name, logo, slogan, colors, content of your website, if you're an inventor, those are assets of your business. We call it intellectual property. And so I'm going to talk about how, not only what that is and examples, but how to protect your intellectual property, coupled with this whole phenomena of AI, artificial intelligence. So you're going to hear some nuggets that you may or may not can relate to, but it's going to be important for your business, because as we build our businesses, we have to understand that, one, there's very little that's new under the sun. And two, to really secure and keep our brand intact, there's certain things that we have to do as business owners. And so I'll be sharing about artificial intelligence and intellectual property, and to protect the assets, and a little bit about how to monetize, that is, to develop and have multiple revenue streams in order to enhance your business. Because it is about the business, bottom line. Everything else is really supportive of that. But if we're business owners, that means we have to be serious about being in business. And so part of what our message is going to be is ways to stay in business and how to protect the assets in your business.
Yeah. Hallelujah. All right. Miss Angelica, what about you?
Yes, ma'am. My topic is basically about reprogramming your mind. So I will say, even on my website, I feel like my whole life just reflects it's not what you go through, but it's how you go through it. You have to always tell yourself yes, like you said. Choose yourself, tell yourself yes, and it's about your mindset. So if you wake up every morning, like on Mondays, I can remember 10 years ago, I used to be like, oh my gosh, Monday, I hate Mondays, oh Monday. But you have to look at Monday as it's a fresh start. It's a fresh start for every day is a fresh start when you wake up. So it's how you look at things. It's about everything is about your mindset. You winning or losing, you um moving by faith. Just everything about you is about your mindset. I tell my kids that mindset is everything. You could be in the worst position in your life, and how your mindset will get you through that. Your faith and your mindset, your perspective of what you're going through. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm doing. Reprogramming your mindset. Always surrounding yourself by like-minded people. What you listen to, what you read, the people you surround yourself with, the places you go, all contribute to your mindset. So it's just about reprogramming your mindset, telling your subconscious mind what you are, and not listening to what you are by others opinions, or what you have or don't have. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna talk about, because I could talk about that because I experienced that, I went through that, and I see the fruit of my mindset by just reprogramming it. So that's a little bit
Yes.
about what I'm talk about. Hmm.
Yes. Mindset is everything. Everything. If you can't do nothing in life without a positive mindset, or your mindset in the right space. When you in a negative space, you funky, you depressed, whatever the case may be, you can't. Ooh, and we have those ants, and a lot of people don't know, automatic negative thoughts. We don't talk about those ants, and it's be digging in there. Yes, I love it. I can't wait. Miss Coach Annie.
So I'm excited because I'll be talking about the power of you. And I am a living example of this. I've been in HR for over 20 years. Y'all, I've never, and I can say this now, I've never been 100% qualified for any role, but I've never got turned down either. I've learned how to negotiate everything. I don't take what they offer, I always counter, because I understand my value. I understand how to sell it. I understand how to speak about it. I understand how to make you want me from an interview where you go back and say, "What? How much more does she want? Fine, give it to her." And
Hi,
that
girl.
and that's really what it is. Like, by the time you leave me on Saturday, you're gonna know how to speak for yourself. You're gonna know what to identify I think the biggest mistake is the things that are important to us, we don't realize are that important. We think, oh, this has to be important. This has to be important. No, the things that are important to you and your value and what you bring, you really just need to understand it and sell it. And that will get you through the door of whatever you are going, trying to do. So I'm excited for that. I want, my main goal is that people feel empowered, people feel elevated, people feel like, oh, okay, I get it. There's gonna be some things that you've been doing, and you're gonna be like, I didn't even think about using that to sell myself or to get myself through that door, and how to handle a no. Because I think that's also we could talk about the power of you, but part of you is understanding how do I take a no and make it work for me. So I'm excited. Can't wait to see you Saturday.
Let me tell y'all something. And I'm not lying. I'm being so serious and unprofessional right now when I say this because I've been in sales 20 years. And let me tell you something. This lady had me raised it like, how can I book your services? Because what? I could just be in there tearing up them interviews. I know it because I get to feel it. I was like, what you selling? What can I sign up, girl? Because what? Can you teach me how to sell it? What?
Absolutely, absolutely. That is the goal, man. That is
I
goal.
love it. I love it. I'm gonna come back to you because we about to get a prayer service right now. But I'm here for it. Tell me what you talking about and what are you most excited about?
So you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. We are talking about I say we because we are in an alignment, the power of intentionality, which deal with the 5 A's to self-preservation. This will be about you changing your mindset. That's A. Taking responsibility for your boundaries. That's 2.
Mm,
Boundaries are not for nobody else but you. And in those boundaries, that it's okay to say no. You don't have to have an attitude. No is a complete thought and sentence in any language and dictionary.
yeah. Yes, it is.
Thirdly, understanding that you do matter. Like she said, if you don't understand you matter, you don't know who you are. You're walking around here on these strings being a puppet to somebody else's dream instead of your own. And because I know what it feels like to be in any situation at any job, and the only thing my thoughts was ever on, this ain't mine. This ain't, you on an island somewhere, and I ain't there, you know. But it didn't stop me from doing what I had to do. It just shifted my perspective into me.
Yeah.
That's why she said you. So
Yeah.
when you add your intentionality about what you think about, so because your words have power, so the power of your voice, your speech impediment about yourself needs to change because what you say out loud, self is hearing. Forget anybody else. What you say about you, self is hearing. So each time that you decided to say, oh, I can't, or oh, I'm this, and it's always a negative, it brings the vibration of yourself down. So as you're supposed to be elevating is about you operating in your higher self. Where is your head? At the top. So this has to change. This has to shift. But you're shifting in the wrong direction because you're not feeding yourself what you need to hear, what you need to see, what you need to eat, and then you sitting on the couch talking about you depressed. Now, baby, you just press to the couch because you won't give the need to the where the need is. You. Are you intentional about you? Because your intent causes you to be in your purpose. Don't go look for your purpose. You be intentional. And it's the more that you're intentional, your power within you, because God said, I didn't give you a spirit of fear. See, this is where you knuck up real quick. God didn't give you a spirit of fear. He gave you power, love, and sound mind. So this is how you snatch thoughts from the enemy. You snatch thoughts from other people that was about yourself, and you just drop them, and you take your power back, and you speak your truth, and you stand on that truth by speaking something that is going to affirm you of who you are. daily. Monday, I'm magical. Tuesday, I'm thoughtful. Wednesday, I'm a winner. Thursday, I'm over here. Thank you, Lord. Have mercy. Friday, I'm fierce, fabulous, on purpose because of the fact here comes Super Saturday, Empowerment Maven. Thank you. That's why I'm excited because I can be my authentic, graceful person who I am, shine intentionally, and I ain't got to sit up there and write no script out for myself because God said do it, and I'm gonna open the door, and that's what He did. Thank you.
I don't want to talk after her. I'm so glad that I'm going to go ahead and go first so that when they hear the rest of y'all, it's just, it just gets better and better and better. I'm just going to go ahead and gracefully bow out in the beginning because I am going to start you guys off with the power of saying no, which is like, as she said, that's one of the things. No is a complete sentence. And it was very powerful for me because I'm a people pleaser. I don't know why. I thought I was like one of the hardest, coolest, kid. No, but I actually care what people think. I actually care that, if you are taken care of. I actually care if you ate today. And, I want to mother everybody. Crazy thing, because I didn't even want children. But, you tell God what you're going to do with your life and watch him laugh. Because he going to do what he going to do with your life. So, anyway, ladies, I know I said I wasn't going to keep y'all long, but look at God, okay? I do want to ask, what projects are you guys working on? Please tell the people, where can we find it? Where can we sign up? Because y'all got me ready to pay all of y'all for y'all services to help me. Who wants to start? I'm going to let you just jump out there. Who wants to
Okay,
start?
I start. Basically, my social media is I'm on Instagram. It's A plus, which is APLUS_LLC. I do have a website, www.aplusllc901.com. Again, that's www.aplusllc901.com. And then I have a Facebook, A plus LLC. That is my Facebook business name. And Angelica
Yeah.
Coleman, of course, is my personal.
Yes.
Sorry, you guys, about the background noise. That's my dog and children that refuse to be quiet. I apologize. I know we
It
all mothers,
It
so
is okay. I appreciate you making the time. Tell the kids I apologize for keeping you so long and thank
no,
you for
it's
your
okay. They
time.
just need to learn how to follow directions and not be in the background of my video. My Saturday won't be like this when I met the panelists. I promise you.
Do you have any upcoming projects that you're working
Actually, I do. I have another speaking engagement in June as well. Now, this is going to be in person. Just pretty much expanding my notary business. I'm looking forward to being like a field inspector. So, notary opens so many different doors for other things because I'm alongside the agent. So, I currently this last month, which is this year, joined a notary. Not no a community where we all teach each other how to
on?
just keep going. So I'm looking for field inspection, a couple more things that's on my list, just expanding, growing, evolving, and just teaching. Like everybody, just teach. So that's my plan to just keep evolving. All 2025.
Yes, I love it. We're gonna actually have to talk about that because I'm in
Okay.
that same path and part well, we'll talk offline. But
Yeah, because I
yes,
was gonna say I have your social media panel. I will send you the notary community that I just recently joined to
oh,
your Instagram. It's of course a fee, but if you don't
yeah,
ever, to make money, you have to it take money to make money, so you have to invest in yourself. But it's a big community where people, like I said, they do field inspections, they do
yeah,
photography, they do so many different things. Notary open so much path, and I
yes,
just want to get where I don't have to work a 9 to 5. I can actually make ends meet directly off my notary business, and just it's gonna open doors for other things, and I'm gonna build relationships for other things as well. So just
yeah,
investing, stocks, all that good stuff. That's what else I have planned for this year.
absolutely. I love it. I love it. That's why I like the network because you meet people and when things align, you can build greatness. Build greatness. Miss Annie, what you got going on?
So, one, I'll say this: I am an author. I did write a book called "Taking Your Dreams Off Life Support." And it's really a self-help book that literally, if you're like Annie, I don't even know where to start. By the time you're done, there's an action step part of what I wanted, that each chapter there's something for you to do. So you'll feel like, all right, I've at least taken it off life support and can now elevate. So
Yeah.
with that said, I also am launching an Elevate Me Blueprint program, which is 12 weeks long. And it will really focus on you and how to develop yourself in a career, how to speak with you, personal roadmaps, what really should be in a resume. I've done thousands of interviews with 20 years of experience. So I'm going to be dropping some jewels for that. So that's coming. And I'm also writing my second book, which I'm planning to release at the end of the year. And you can find me, Coach Annie, on Instagram. My page right now for my Facebook is Annie the author, because that's my author page. But if you just put Coach Annie, you'll find me, elevateconsultingsllc.com. And I'll be happy to connect with y'all. And I'll have it for Saturday too.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. I promise of the alignment. Miss Brown, what you got coming up?
Well, I have put on a series of workshops dealing with intellectual property and AI. And so I have the third Thursday of each month, starting, well, actually starting, but coming up in April, the third Thursday, I offer both virtual and in-person workshops. So on April 17th, we're going to cover trademarks. The third Thursday in May, copyrights. The third Thursday in June, patents and trade secrets. And in July, I will kick off the series of intellectual property and AI. So again, we're offering it virtual. My website has those listed. I'm also on Eventbrite. You can register through Eventbrite for both the in-person and the virtual. www.laurenconsults.com. So that's part of what I'm doing. I also have two other projects I wanted to mention. One is I am writing a book. I am a published author as well, but I'm writing a book on intellectual property and artificial intelligence. And that's coming out probably toward the end of fourth quarter of this year. I am in the throes of that. I also have a passion for Negro League baseball history. And so we have two Negro League former players here in Memphis, and we're connected with other former players throughout the country. And so I'm conducting interviews of some of the players who are still around to put together another book about Negro League history and from the point of view of the various laws. My background is as a lawyer, so bringing the perspective of what was going on in terms of our laws, rules, and regulations in society, particularly segregation laws, and how that impacted the Negro League, and the fact that the Negro League really saved Major League Baseball. There's a lot going on right now, so I have a passion for that. I'm also launching a podcast, and I'm a baby boomer, so I'm going to tell you guys, this is really a lot for me to take in, but I'm being obedient to my assignment. And my assignment says you have something that people want to hear about and should hear about. And how do you reach that? I'm somewhat on social media, primarily LinkedIn. I do have a personal Facebook page, but I'm connected with lots of groups, many of them groups of women of color. And so the message is getting out there. But I'm writing a book, conducting the series, and also interviewing former Negro League baseball players. So the plate is full. But I'm so happy about it because that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me young at heart.
Yes.
Even though my body may say something different from day to day.
Trust me, I understand. I understand. Thank you. Yes, that is beautiful. Congratulations. Congratulations. I love it. I mean, my goodness. Negro baseball. Do you know how old these people are and what a blessing it is for them to still be alive to be able to tell that story?
Mm-hmm. The two that are here in Memphis are in the later years of Negro League baseball. So they're in their 80s and almost 90. But last year we were in Detroit and we met some guys who were close to 100 who made that trip from as far away as Alabama, East Coast, West Coast. So it is a blessing to meet them and to capture that history from a different perspective. And so
Yeah.
that's that assignment that I have.
Absolutely, especially in a world where they're trying to erase a lot of history today. So, it is a blessing to be able to capture that. But I won't get into that today. That's not today's conversation. Miss Kiana, tell us, what projects do you have coming up?
Well, the newest one, we're going to go backwards. The newest one is that 2 weeks ago, I saw the hand Chanel crochet blankets. And then that following Monday, this was what you'd be so proud of me, coach. My new sister, right? Because
Yeah.
Monday, when I heard you already took my hours from 8 hours to 3 hours. All right, okay. So when you decided to tell me, who is a self-actualization influencer, author, who has 4 ebooks out here, You Do Matter, Say Yes to You, Empower Thyself, Yes I Can, and the newest one I haven't, well, yeah, I did put that out, which is the 5 A's to self-preservation, right? Knowing that I'm a mental health advocate, spoken word artist, your little credentials. I told you I don't do titles because titles take you away from who you are. I walked away from there when you decided, oh, we're gonna let the drug counselor teach, and we just want you to sit in the room for 2 hours. Okay, God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, don't let me loose. All right, to do what? Don't even worry about it. You can have this building, you can have that place over there, you can have all of it. It's yours. I'm gonna walk away. And because I got something Saturday and wrote my notes down for them crochet blankets, that's the first one. We're walking over there too. Gotta show you. You know why? Because that ain't the first one. This the second one.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get it up on the table. Oh no, this is the first one. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is the second one. See what I'm saying? By your hands. So I said,
Yeah.
oh, I walked away. This is what I've just started doing new. And because I'm walking in my purpose, the first payment of a blanket that isn't even done is already paid for. Now we're gonna go backwards. That's what he
Yeah.
gave me, like Miss Lauren said. That's what he told me to go do new. Let me give you something to do for you with your hands. Because I don't want you to just think you ain't got something to do. You do. You got a whole mission. Okay, we can keep Reaper warm
Okay.
because it's bigger than me. Hello, Memphis. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna pull up on you, and y'all gonna sisters gonna help me go pull up at St. Jude and Labana Hospital because they right there in the same vicinity, and we're gonna drop off some love so them babies can feel warm and wrapped in love. Hello, lights. See how that worked out right there? When that gets done, Miss Lauren gonna show me how to put that together as a whole little business, and then I'm gonna come and do a business venture over there in Memphis, Tennessee, and go ride down south real quick to Mississippi and see my daughter. Hey, you see how God worked that
I
out?
love it. Yes,
Backwards.
I see you. I see you.
Now, with Speak to My Heart website officially up and open, the online store has been there. Hello, which is Say Yes to You. Yes, I can. Along with the fact that I will be officially starting now to put the ebooks and the courses in there because I am a coach. So I'm going to get clients. So my calendar, what is this? April now? April, May, June is basically filled. I am not available for Superstar Saturdays until July. Look at that. Look at there. Along with the fact that I speak in May for healher.biz virtual summit. Write that down. Healher.biz virtual summit. So if anybody wanted to be a part of it, hey, there we go so that we can heal each other. Because we've all suffered enough sensory abuse. I don't have to say the word. Enough sensory abuse, touching your senses, not stimulating you where you're supposed to be stimulated so that you can grow into you. Then on top of that, the newest ebook that is coming out is I See You, which is an inner child book where you have to go in and heal your inner child and have fun. So let's go to recess.
Look at that. She always working. I love it. Well, ladies, it has been a
Wait,
pleasure. And
can I interrupt you for 1 second? I wanted
yes,
to take a minute to give you a shout out and let you know that starting something, doing something is never easy, and that we're here because we support your dream and your vision as well as ours. It's not just about us; it's about you too. And even though we are all somewhere different, I want you to know that no matter what you think or how you feel, don't be discouraged. This is a good start, and I want you to be encouraged. This is a good thing. 5 years from now, you're gonna be like, guys, do you remember it was just 5 people and that was just talking at the fireside
yes.
chat, and the conference has grown. So keep staying encouraged. I want to give you your flowers now. Um,
Absolutely.
you are putting
Listen,
something
please don't
forward
make
that
me
is going
cry,
to
y'all.
be needed. So I wanted to
Mhm.
make sure that as before Saturday goes crazy and we're all doing something to, for the guest that's going to be there, that you know that we are grateful for you. We appreciate you. We see you, and keep doing your work.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I
I
love
Ditto.
100% agree. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to
Oh,
share our gifts. Thank
look at
you.
the flowers.
listen. I
I
really meant
love
don't make me
you.
cry. I'm so emotional, y'all. I'm a big baby. I appreciate it. And God knows that y'all gave me everything I just needed to go get off of this and be like, thank you, God. Oh, somebody saw me. Somebody, y'all just don't know how much it means to be seen and actually heard. So I appreciate it because I can feel my little eye switching. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
say,
One of the things, if I could just chime in, one of the things that I've learned in my fairly short life is that you never know who you might touch. You can have a one on one conversation with someone and you can speak to groups. And I've been speaking to groups for a long time. And you just never know. I have been so blessed to have some people come back to me years later who were in an audience um, and said, you said this, or you gave a call to action, and I actually did it, and here's what happened. And to me, that is so rewarding. But it's also confirmation, as someone said earlier, it's confirmation that you are in your assignment, you're doing what you're supposed to
yes,
do. And, I've been a teacher and a trainer for many years. And one of the things I've done is I believe in starting on time. So if my class is at 9 o'clock, I'm going to start class at 9 o'clock, whether there's somebody in the
yes,
room or not. But the whole thing is part of teaching students that being on time is something. But really, what I want to say
absolutely.
is I truly appreciate you. I appreciate the opportunity, but more to the point, I appreciate the experience of learning something. And I've learned so much this evening, and my heart is full. And so I know what it's going to be like on Saturday. I'm going to get up and do the happy dance. I already know. But
Yes,
thank you so
yes,
much, Coach Annie. I appreciate your words. I appreciate Coach Kiana's and Miss Angelica. It's dynamite. It doesn't really matter, and you all have said this, it doesn't matter how many people show up. It's the number of people that are impacted and the fact that there are going to be other opportunities. Somebody is going to be touched by something that somebody says. And from there, their life is going to change. I know it's happened for me, and
yes.
it's going to happen for someone else. And those are the kinds of things that we really value, is how we impact and touch other people's lives and how they can feel valued and supported and confident that they can go forward in whatever their assignment is. And God's got them and we got them. Thank you,
Absolutely.
ladies.
And I think we should all exchange our social media handles as well. Like LinkedIn, drop it in the chat or something like that just to stay in touch. And if we need one another, need to support one another, need your services, we could definitely support that way as well. I think so.
I agree. I agree.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And yes, whatever you guys drop, I'm actually gonna link it back because everything actually is streaming live. And Miss Kiana had to go because she had another engagement. But I'm going to let you ladies go. I appreciate you. I'm going to send you guys an email in a little bit. Again, appreciate the kind words. Like a little tear fell down, and I was like, oh, I hope they'll get it on camera, baby, please. But thank you so much for not just the words, but joining. I can say it 1,000 times. Like I said, just seeing, believing, hearing, just being. So thank you. I very much appreciate you. Y'all got a little heat rising in me, my little bone. I'm like, whew, got a little warm in here. So I'm looking forward to Saturday. And again, I'm going to link everybody's socials, but definitely drop it in the chat. And then we can link all of us together as well. Any last minute words for our audience?
See y'all Saturday.
Get here, grab your ticket, get here.
Even
Yes,
virtually.
please,
Can't
and
get in
thank you.
person, get in the room.
Yes. Yes. So we will see you guys on Saturday, 10 a.m. And it's right on the front page. As soon as you go to www.empowermentmaven.com, you can actually click on the Women of Success. You can click on the link for the event, and you can learn more about the ladies. They are linked there, their bios and their social medias. So looking forward to seeing you guys on Friday. I'm getting ready on Friday. It's on Saturday. And you guys have a blessed night. And again, ladies, thank you so much.